You are listening to Interjection on NWR Live. Welcome back to Interjection, and as I promised, we'll be talking to BJP spokesperson Meenakshi Lekhi and ask for her comments and her reactions on first the opinion poll survey by India Today and C Voter that establishes Mr. Modi as the most popular leader in UP, which is a major fraction of what we call Hindi heartland and also like an important factor in the general elections 2014. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Ms. Lekhi, your reaction on when we're talking about, when we talk about Uttar Pradesh, we see it as one major fraction of Hindi heartland, and it gives away the most number of seats to Lok Sabha, when we're talking about general elections 2014. Now, everybody knows how BJP is growing up next with the face of Mr. Modi as the Prime Minister nominee. But this is something really, good as compared to the competition that Samajwadi Party, for that matter, or Congress would be facing in UP.
It is heartening news. It is a heartening report, and I'm very glad because whenever we are going across to UP and meeting people, this is all one. This is the sense one is getting on the ground. And I just pray that this sense actually gets delivered votes, and that is what we are looking at. And of course, nominating Mr. Modi as the Prime Minister candidate, BJP has played a masterstroke and done the right thing by knowing where the strength of the party lies. And apart from that, I can also say that all roads to Delhi go through UP.
Yeah, definitely. Ma'am, one more thing I wanted to ask you. I was listening to Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad also on television last night, and there was a discussion about the magnanimous personality of Mr. Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister nominee. Now, this is related to his charisma working out for BJP as a whole on the national level. He said that, when people are asking that why so early declaring the nomination for Prime Ministerial post, now BJP is talking about the credentials, and those credentials of Mr. Narendra Modi look very, very strong as compared to any other leader that we might think of.
No, that is where the BJP is a party with a difference, and the party has brought forward the people in whom it puts its faith in, and it puts faith in the right candidates. And Mr. Modi being one of them who has delivered the results, and in spite of the adversity which came his way. So I think the adversity's positive side is that the stronger you come after that, is stronger you're portrayed. So your strength is then something to look up to for everyone, and that is exactly what has happened to Mr. Modi. So BJP has been a very, very smart, astute political party by nominating Mr. Modi because it is, of course, a very democratic setup and believes in collective wisdom. Not one person who makes a decision in the party.
Ma'am, these days everybody is talking and discussing and debating about the third front. Now, when we talk of coalition politics, UP does play a very important fraction in forming the central government right now. Now, if you go back to December 2013, BJP emerging as the single largest political party in the country means a lot. Now, the popularity of Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, the chief of Samajwadi Party in UP. Now, the hold of Samajwadi Party is going very, very, not so strong. BSP is nowhere right now when we're talking about the popularity factor. BJP going so strong, and then, do we only need to look at the third front always? Because I would quote once again Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, and he said that it's like you don't need to talk about third front because now BJP is coming so strong that people will see that now you want a stable government, static for a particular period of time, giving good governance. That is what matters. Not the impact of regional parties would matter so much.
No, I would put it differently. I would put it that what is third front? are you looking at a scenario neither BJP nor Congress? I mean, is that a possibility? Answer is no.
Obviously.
Because governments are run on the principles of governance and also certain ideology in terms of economic and other such substantial issues.
Yeah.
A third front means a third-rate governance and also no policy at all. Third-rate policy. So, in those circumstances, a third front without either the help of Congress or the BJP is definitely a no-no. And anybody who's seen standing with the Congress party is going to lose even the regional strength and regional parties both share.
Okay.
So one has to look at a scenario that with a center that is NDA or UPA, that center being either the BJP or the Congress, is what one has looked at. The center being the Congress, country has faced it for past 10 years and 60 years in total time period of 67 years. And we have seen the results. Now NDA, which was there only for 5-6 years, has also shown the result. I think country is maturing up, democracy is taking its roots. Under those circumstances, it is only evident that country will twist towards NDA, and it is the NDA which will be led by the BJP, which will focus on the agenda of development and not get shaped by the previous regime.
Now, ma'am, coming from the UP Hindi heartland that we're talking about to the national capital, we've seen something different that happened in December 2013. Now, Aam Aadmi Party formed the government with the support of Congress. So many things going wrong for Aam Aadmi Party since long. Even if even the 1 month report card was not that satisfactory for the public of Delhi, we all know that. Now, there's something which we are talking about which is decreasing popularity of Aam Aadmi Party. Now, recently there's this FIR that has been filed including Sheila Dikshit, but in the name as former chief minister. Now, it always worry me as a person who's living in the national capital, who kinds of expects a change in good governance, waiting for that good governance, but something is not so clear from Aam Aadmi Party. This is not working out for them. They're saying something, they're doing something, and they are boasting something else.
You see, it is like outsourced job. An outsourced job is to the Aam Aadmi Party that Congress knows very well that it cannot even go to people and seek vote in its own name. So it has outsourced the hitman job to the Aam Aadmi Party, number one.
Yes.
Now, when you're discussing Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party, don't talk in plural, it's singular. It's one and the same, because all these factors, the FIR, the Commonwealth Games scam, and 1,000 other scams beginning with A to Z, I'm sure Aam Aadmi Party people knew as well, and yet they chose to form the government, number one. The second part is most of these people find their roots in 10 Janpath. And which you will see if you actually go to the history, you will find out that each one of them has had some sort of trucking and connection with the Congress Party. In terms of, Yogendra Yadav was himself a part of National Advisory Council and an advisor to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. You look at Arvind Kejriwal, he was lieutenant for Miss Aruna Roy. Similarly, this person called Manish Sisodia goes back in the same profile. So this is Mr. Prashant Bhushan. One really doesn't have to say much because it's well known that when it comes to Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, he goes to the extent of saying that his investigation showed nothing while he was talking about Vadra, and after one press conference they have chosen not to pursue the cases of Mr. Vadra. And there is definitely something far more sinister which is going on, and the sinister project is sabotage the movement of Mr. Modi. And anything that will do, and anyone can be sacrificed, be it Sheila Dikshit or whoever, but this particular coterie needs to be protected.
Well,
and it is in this circumstance that there is a list of dates which one can tally, the dates on which the dharnas have happened.
Yeah.
And you will see when Sunda Pushkar's death happened.
Yeah.
Very next day the dharna happened.
Yeah.
When recently Augusta Westland deal was to be discussed, that letter revealing the names, etc. happened.
Yeah,
again the dharna happened at Mr. Jaitley's residence.
Yeah, it did.
And so the names of certain leaders were taken.
Yeah.
So there is a very, very evident and clear motivation behind all this. And while the matter is being pursued, you also see how Mr. Mohan Rao Bhagwat's name being dragged in a 6-year-old case
recently.
So this is far more sinister than meets the eye.
But ma'am, we all understand that this is something which is not very clear in front of our eyes, but something is going on behind the curtains. Last question from you. I mean, you. As a part of the single largest political party that we're talking about in the wake of general elections 2014, and not forgetting the Modi wave around the country that is happening, and kind of creating positive accolades for the party itself. Now, Aam Aadmi Party, just 1 month old. I mean, it's been, I always wanted to talk to you about this, and now I've got this opportunity. Now, you have got an opportunity to put forward a governance that people will talk about, because people have given you a chance. So you need to prove your worth. But all they are doing is indulging in loud statements, giving away something which is not, not credible, and then talking about you're not even established yourself as a political party in the national capital, and you're talking about Lok Sabha elections 2014, because the wave in Delhi of Aam Aadmi Party, so-called wave, you can't term it as a wave in in the country itself, but Aam Aadmi Party is boasting way too early about everything, instead of
going back to the agenda, going back to the issue of sabotage game, and this time with little success. That was that Aam Aadmi Party's I always say the puppet strings lie in the hands of puppeteer. And it is exactly this formatting. If you go to the issue, and anyone who's familiar with the laws of the country, and especially the election laws, under the election law, a new party does not even get the symbol recognized. And the point in this case is, the case in point is of Uma Bharti. Miss Bharti, when contested and went out of the party, she wanted a rising sun as a symbol, which was not granted to her, and each candidate has to fight on a free symbol, and the symbol does not get reserved, and that is the law. And only when you return to the assembly with 10% and above number of seats, your symbol gets reserved. In this case, from day one, the Congress gave a notification which is in contravention of the Representation of People's Act provisions. And after announcing the election in Delhi, it gave this reservation to Jhadu. Jhadu could not have been a reserve symbol, which was made reserved. And this was under this very ploy, and subsequently shifted the its own vote to the Aam Aadmi Party, so that they could gain in numbers. And this is how the game was set up, and the target was not Delhi Assembly anyway for either of the two. The target was Mr. Modi, and they will play along as to what suits the best remedy or the strategy. And they will carry on. If the governance function meant business, they will do it. Otherwise, they shall dissolve the government and move on. Right now, what seems to be the case is that they are wanting to just remove the government, and they just want to sort of go head on in the Lok Sabha election, and use this as a gimmick, because by remaining in government and all, the kind of media space which has been given to them. You think Uma Bharti was less charismatic? Was she given the similar media space?
No.
Answer is no. So collusion between them and the Congress is very, very apparent. It's for everyone to see. but somehow this message is not percolating, and this message needs to percolate down. Beginning with the fact that in 2005 it was Mrs. Gandhi who wrote letters of accolade and appreciation in favor of Mr. Kejriwal, stating that he should not be transferred out of Delhi, his wife should not be transferred out of Delhi, and they continue to be in the same station for 20 years.
Yeah.
We know how honest are treated in this country. Khemka faced 44 transfers in 15 years.
Well, yeah.
These people have been on the right side of power all the time and gained benefits.
Yeah. So, I mean, sooner or later, everything will come out very clear in front of the people.
It's very apparent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just make one last comment.
Sure.
It is very apparent that these issues are percolating down to people, and their own methodology of going on dharna, doing nothing. So, dharna versus karna is what people are saying, that after all, we spent the money, we elected you because we wanted to see your performance.
Yeah.
Because you're not performing.
Yeah, and when all these, the so-called dharna was happening, I was actually seeing all these people saying that Aam Aadmi Party has become a ruckus and a problem for Aam Aadmi itself. So I think sooner or later we'll know what's there behind the curtains. But thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to us on Interjection. It's a pleasure to talk to you always. Thank you. So that was Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi, BJP spokesperson, talking about the recent opinion poll survey that has come out from India Today and Sea Voter that establishes Mr. Narendra Modi as the most popular leader in Uttar Pradesh, giving bonus points to BJP also, and as a whole, if you see, it's going positive for BJP, but on the other side, Aam Aadmi Party is not having a good time at all. It's been 1 month after their governance. Nothing concrete comes out in front of us apart from that 700 litres of free water promise that was declared within 1 day of being sworn in as the chief minister. I don't think so that it is going to be a very, very smooth ride for Aam Aadmi Party. That's my personal view, and I would welcome your personal views on our show, Interjection. Also, what do you have to say about this? Please tweet us on @NWR_live, Facebook us on NWRlive.com, email us at contact@nwrlive.com, and call us anytime. 01204878-900 is my number. Post the break, me and Suraj will continue the Interjection. You are listening to Interjection on NWR Live. WR Live. WR Live.